Tammy, I have 7 o'clock. We'll call the meeting to order. Did everybody have a chance to preview the previous minutes?
Sure.
You weren't here for the last meeting?
We can't. I don't
Okay,
think
then
we
we will
can,
have to table it. Yeah, we'll table that until we're 100%.
no, I think weren't you at the last, I think you were at the last meeting because you talked about guardrails, right?
Okay.
I make-
Fix it, find it, and tail that with no correction.
He was the only one.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Motion has been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Todd,
Todd,
John,
the Todd John team. Who's going to be making all motions tonight? Todd John. All
right.
emotional.
Tom.
So in brief, collected as many taxes as I could and turned the others over to Kathy, the delinquent tax collector. That pretty much ends as of October 6th. Someone mentioned on the due date when taxes were due that they almost forgot because there wasn't a sign on the lawn.
It's first
Which
Tuesday.
I said,
Every October.
the sign that I should have put out, to which Kathy said, Vera owns a sign that says taxes due because she uses it for the water or other things. So next year, maybe July, we can get a sign that the town owns that we can just put out. I don't know if it affected anybody. Most people
There
paid their
was-
taxes, but
There was actually a suggestion to maybe put in a town sign at the end of over here on the corner of the park where we have the power.
yeah.
That was a suggestion made by one of the
Whatever you
taxpayers.
guys want, it was really just something.
Yep.
And that would be.
I don't know if anybody's gonna scream at Kathy that there wasn't a sign and that's why they forgot, but everybody had the due date on their tax bill.
Absolutely.
And, but it'd be nice to have some sign, even if it's something simple for next year, but we don't need to worry about it. At the moment, the online payment stuff worked with no real surprises, and about 30 people use that, which, about 5% of people, and I think some of them, 7 or 8, were the last tax bill days, so it was convenient to have it there.
Yep.
And Kathy and I had tested it before we put it out there for publication. The money showed up where it should have in our account, which is good. So that was all good. And other than, and this is more for John, maybe that the MERP money showed up. So we have 25 grand plus or minus in the general fund. I don't know if that's all library money or.
That's library. Library asked, they said they couldn't fund their side of it, so they asked for pre-funding. That's the amount they gave them. So anytime we're distributing funds from that 25 or for the library, it's coming from that 25,000.
So that whole amount then should end up on a warrant to go to them in pieces as they need it, or all of it, or what would you?
Is that gonna be a reimbursement system?
Well, they prepaid that. Now the library, I want to say, has like 39,000 of it. I don't have it in front of me. So 25 isn't the whole amount, as far as I know, that they were supposedly, but it's a prepay for them, instead of reimbursement. We're reimbursement because we thought that we would be able, with the town repair fund, we thought we would be able to get the work done, repair. And
So
go
should
for
I
it.
put that whole amount on the next warrant so it goes into the library fund then?
I believe it. Well, it's MERP, right? So are we allocating out of MERP or are we allocating out of library?
I think for paper trail, it'd be better to allocate out of MERP.
That's what I would assume.
Bring you the
Receipts.
invoices.
And then we transfer the money to reimburse, is that what you're?
Yeah.
Yeah, or pay directly from
Well,
MERP.
because they've already paid for the beginning of the construction. I know you had a comment that, don't mean to tie up the whole evening with it. We can chat about it another time, but you talked about things had to be done in a particular order, so maybe you've.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
Something chiming in.
Is that
It is, sorry.
Cutting me off.
No, you're good.
Yeah, your time's up.
Yeah, yes,
That's it.
yeah,
Does that work? Todd's going to chair the meeting every 5 minutes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now the MERP is quarterly. They're asking for a review. And the problem is the challenge we had, I shouldn't call it. The problem is we reported the first reporting, which was the small expense for the door sweeps and the time that the guys used to put it in, which I thought was a day, but a day or a day and a half. I don't remember. And they want to report that again, plus anything new. So now it's going to have to be, we need to keep very tight controls over and know what exactly we're paying for who and keep that stuff.
with that being said,
Mhm.
why don't we ask one of the, or
Okay.
whomever from the library requested this money up front to come to the next meeting so that we
Yeah,
can
that's
work
probably a
out
good
a
idea.
plan of
Yeah.
payment.
And I'll just leave the
dispersal.
money sitting. We have the money, so that's good news.
Right.
And I'll just
I
leave it
just-
sitting there. It's not hurting
Well,
anything.
Yeah, I
You
just
can
don't
send it
see-
and keep track of whatever it's being sent for.
Yeah,
As far as I understand, they've received their first partial invoice for the work to be started. They had to pay half up front.
Correct. That was $8,100. Yeah.
Right,
So they've
so
already
that's-
paid that out of the library.
Then that should be reimbursed to the library.
All right.
I'm just,
When they put in for it. Cause I requested a copy of the invoice, which I believe they emailed my work email. I'll have to go dig it out, but
well, I'm just curious because like, if on the first page of the statement, very bottom, building improvement funds, there's a balance of just shy of 10 grand.
But my understanding from Wendy was that that wasn't part of this, that this was all,
So,
was going to be there for,
yeah, but the way,
Yeah.
the way I would expect this to operate, and maybe this is just because I would expect you to use that $10,000, pay the bill, submit it, get reimbursed.
okay, and that's kind of what we did. I mean,
And that's how I would expect that to work. So
Yeah.
maybe that's just the meeting between us and them to make sure that that's the way we work it. But until, I mean, unless they have something that comes in for $20,000, then I think we keep working it where they get an invoice,
Yeah.
bring it to you,
That,
and we can make the transfer.
that
to
works for
that
me.
account.
That's what we did informally. They needed the money. They had that 10,000.
Paper
Said,
trail
well,
is.
we'll figure it out
vacancy
once the
is
money
good.
comes
Yep.
in. So I think we're on the same page.
Yep, good.
All right.
I do have a question. I'm looking
sir.
for it. Maybe out here. How much does the BCC have in it?
BCC on that,
There it is, 2,700. Okay. Ending balance. So they have $438 in the account still? Or am I seeing that right? Or am I doing this wrong? Ending balance?
yes. So that's yes, you're reading that
That's
correctly.
what they have in there. So do we know, and I see that, oh, wait a minute. I missed this page. What is, well, I don't want to question what the Conservation Commission is doing. They submitted money to be reimbursed. Apparently Carolyn or somebody wrote a check. They're looking for reimbursement. And it says description, reading the landscape and natural navigation wilderness walks. What does that mean?
Oh, yes.
Is this the tour over on Perry's? And she paid $30 to who for what though? It just says, please compensate this charge to Conservation Commission. And I mean, I don't want to say we oversight, it's just, I don't know what it's really for.
Somebody to come and look at the land.
Mm,
That would.
What mileage you think? And why only one person? If I saw a picture, it was like 7 of them there. I just don't get it. I mean, I'm just,
Little more description, I guess, is what we'd be looking for.
yeah, do we want to hold up on this until we get more information or just pay her to 30? It's only $30. It's out of their fund.
Say if it was a couple hundred, I'd be worried about it. $30 is not gonna
All right.
end the BCC today.
But when we get these type things, a little bit of a little more information, whoever's Kathy or whoever, we need more information than this. Yeah. This obscure kind of, 10,000 foot view doesn't work if they want me to put my name on documents.
So. Just because I'm seeing it on here.
Yeah.
Is Tyler back up and running?
Shoot.
They're full time, starting today,
Okay,
starting to enter the data, so people who have a lot of inspections didn't have to have another.
okay.
Calendar should be up and running soon. He's gonna let me know as soon as it is, and I'll put it on the website and prior.
And I mean, we can discuss this later. I just saw it and was just curious if they're back up running. Okay. So I don't want to be paying for services that aren't being provided. Okay. Any others from you,
Pretty
sir?
much it. I mean, anything else can wait for another night when you don't have as many people, nothing that matters in the next month.
All right. Let's keep in touch on the MERP stuff.
Yeah, you got my email for the treasurer, right? So
Yeah.
anything you
I
think.
have your
should
cell
have-
number.
What?
I have your cell number.
Yes. Yeah,
Ooh, that did I-
my official email. Though. Yes.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah,
Send an invite to,
makes for a good paper trail for both of us.
I would assume Wendy, yep. Okay, perfect. Thank
Any
you,
more
Don.
questions? All right, I'll let you get on.
I
Have a
don't.
great night.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mm-mm.
All right. Next up, we were kind of waiting on Lance, but Jeff Patterson. Come on up.
All right, that's still up.
And I,
Evening.
So Lance is not here. He is our point man on
Where he is.
the project. As you guys obviously know that, but, so to be 100% honest with you, I'm not sure what you guys, that would have been a Lance step in. I'm not exactly sure what you're here to present or discuss, but welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Invited to have a conversation with the select board about an options agreement
Okay,
for us to purchase Brigham Academy and do the transformation to senior living.
okay.
Lance has the copy.
Lance has all of the information on this item. Tammy, is there any chance you could give him a call?
I just Facebooked him, but
You can ask a question.
Have you guys looked into the chip program?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just, you haven't signed it yet, that actually works on that stuff? Because this is a wonderful opportunity for out of Bakersfield, state of Vermont, and everybody else, so. All right, so if you look at the chip thing, then that's, yeah, then actually,
Probably in the woods.
Yeah, we've already had conversations with the regional plan.
ask me about the chip program.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've talked with the Regional Planning Commission.
Yeah, so they're planning on the chip funds being able to be water lines, power feed, possibly sewer, and then parking. All should be able to fall underneath that. We've had.
Just because I'm completely oblivious, what does the CHIPS stand for?
What?
Sorry.
No, it's like, yeah, regional, it's for
Be on his way.
rural infrastructure.
It's community and housing infrastructure program.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll, yeah, basically all the infrastructure running into it, running it out. It seems like this will, especially with the small community and the age and historical nature of the building, it should fall within and be able to get all of the funding for those. We've had multiple conversations with like VHIP, which they're looking at funding a lot of their renovations. Efficiency Vermont is very interested in working. So there's a lot of funds available in a lot of programs that are very interested in participating to try to finish the renovations needed. So try to get that going back up. I know you guys have been working on it for a long time, so hopefully we can push it over the finish line for you.
so let's do this. Lance says he's coming, right? So why don't we got two options. We can hang on until Lance shows up and we'll jump ahead and just have you guys sit, or why don't you tell us about yourselves, whichever one works. So what, give us an idea what you're looking at here. We can get the history.
So yeah, we can start. So my name is Jason Savoy. So I'm a retired Burlington firefighter, and I actually, oh really?
You look fine.
Yeah, I was a critical care paramedic for a long time, which is what Jeff still does. But after I retired, I started investing in real estate in the St. Albans area. I own Night Realty Management, so we manage a lot of our own properties, but we focused on buying kind of old beat up apartment buildings, renovating them, holding them. The first one was actually, I don't know if you remember the old Blue Ins IGA in St. Albans before they went over to what Food City is now. It was on North Elm and St. Albans up.
Sorry.
So when we bought it, the day before we bought it, there was 16 cruisers and they were doing a major drug bust on the building. We took thousands of needles out of the building.
Wow.
That was the first one that we had, and we've gone from there and stuff. So this, as I've continued to grow on my end, we've been kind of growing outside, starting to work with recovery housing. And then senior housing, kind of basically the most at risk populations is what we're trying to focus on. And then because mine has grown to the point where I needed more help, this growth, this project is through Climb Group, which is a partnership with Jeff Patterson, Jeff and myself together. He'll be able to help develop and grow kind of this stuff as we continue to manage the properties and continue our own growth going forward, but trying to focus on especially vacant buildings in the area because it's the fastest thing we can kind of put back in service.
Mhm.
And we'll be looking at new construction and everything too, but this is a great example. There are multiple other buildings that in the area that
You're doing a couple in Enosburg.
yeah, exactly.
So I didn't, until you said night
Yeah.
construction, I was like,
Yeah.
now I recognize.
So the vacant building in St. Albans that are in Enosburg that we're renovating,
Right.
that one actually is going in for a level 2 recovery house that Kate Lewin has Hope Grove. Which we're in the process actually of buying her first building to be able to get that up and going. That's a level 3. This will be a step down building for her to be able to manage that. And then this here, Bakersfield is we're going senior housing. This is one of the things that you guys, I don't think you have any senior housing in town. It's not much up this way at all for that. So be a great use of the space. It's a really cool building.
Now, one of the things I've heard, and again, these is just, you hear all sorts of stuff
Sure.
on the streets and stuff. Now, is there a percentage that has to be low income? If you do, like, say, just throwing a number out there, say you did 10 units.
Yeah.
Does one of those units have to be low income as opposed to senior housing?
So, well, it depends on where you get the funding from. There can be requirements attached to the funding. All the funding we're looking at now, VHIP money, if we use VHIP money, they do require that our rent would stay at the HUD fair market value, which is what we use for our perimeter anyway. We don't make up our own numbers. We use what HUD fair market, they do the research, they do the analysis, we use what their numbers are.
Okay.
So as long as we maintain those numbers, we fall in line. And then if we had other grants, not a lot of it is more of the federal funding.
Okay.
There will be that would have requirements for low income attached. So this is our plan is for this just to be senior housing, not necessarily a set low income slots. Everything would fall inside low income because we use the HUD fair market value.
Okay.
So all the units would technically would be.
But
low income.
it would be like 55 plus.
55 plus would be the requirement for
Okay.
entry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's
It
not
would be
assisted.
affordable housing.
Affordable.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, correct, that would be the
Because,
proper term.
yeah.
Proper term, yeah, low income is, it would be more based on from your income itself, and then they would adjust. So like section 8.
Section 8 housing.
Yep.
Okay. I just know that the town, that was when we discussed this, I don't know, 40, 50 times. It's always been low income housing so close to the school. And we
Yeah.
just want to make sure that, I mean,
Yep.
obviously you guys have thought about that, but if it's not said and it's not recorded,
Absolutely.
it's not thought about. Yeah. Yep.
So we don't want to do anything with the building that you guys don't want done to the building, so this is making sure that
Yep.
we are gonna do what you guys are looking for here.
Okay. Yeah. And I haven't seen that. I was.
So how deep are you into the process for the building?
So,
Go ahead.
so we're making our contacts. We are needing the options agreement signed so that we can move forward with getting the estimates, building up the budget to solidify the funding. So that's kind of why we're here tonight is.
Their mic's on. Linda, can you not hear them?
Then I need to be closer.
Pull your mic closer to you. Maybe that'll make Linda's life easier. Can you hear now, Linda?
How's
Can you
this?
say something?
Can you hear us now?
No,
Not at all?
it's muffled.
Zarla, can you hear me fine?
I can.
That's because I got a loud projecting voice, but Um,
Like to apologize for being late.
Can you hear this?
Hang on. Hang on, she ain't gonna hear anything on this. Yeah,
No, not yet. They're still looking.
good luck with that. There's a very specific mic for a very specific area. Cables are, you have to turn it off. Okay. Go ahead, turn that one off. Try that one.
Testing.
Josh and I are
Hang on, hang on, Lance.
Lance.
Lance, one moment. Linda, can you hear the guys?
Linda, can
I
you hear
really
me?
can't. I can hear the folks in the room that are sitting behind him just as well as I can hear them. Their mic's not working.
It's a whole different mic that Josh was using. Can you hear them speak now?
Linda, can you hear me now?
That's better.
Okay.
All right. Josh, you need a mic? Oh, okay, you're okay.
Thank you.
Lance, so what they're doing is they're going over who they are, what they're looking at. I was like,
No,
if you could give us kind of a rundown on your side as to what.
these are the gentlemen that I've been talking about that are interested in taking on the Brigham project. Their thoughts that they'd like to do it into an elderly housing unit over 55.
Senior housing, yeah.
Yeah. And you read the first agreement and they realized that they had an error and
Okay,
they
so it's you
corrected
guys.
that,
Okay.
and I invited them here to discuss that agreement so that we could get this done as soon as possible.
Yep, and we just asked a couple questions about Chip and they were explaining VHIP. And we asked about, I asked the question that I'd heard on the street that X number of units.
They have
depending
not
on-
determined how many units
No,
they can put in there.
How many of units, depending on how many units they have for senior housing, some of them might have to be low income housing. And he just explained to us that that's not necessarily the case because of the funding systems that they're going to.
Yes.
So that you're pretty much caught up to where we are now.
Okay, thank
And
you.
Jeff was just about to explain to us his part or his, I'm not sure. We got mixed up there for a second, so.
So a little bit about me. Currently, I'm a critical care flight paramedic with the University of Vermont. Jason and I have been involved in EMS together since the late 90s. And I've been involved in other projects with remodeling, with flipping houses, things like that. And this opportunity came up to work with Jason and go down this pathway. And this is kind of my goal is to work through this, especially with a property like Brigham, which I feel connected to, having spent a lot of time bringing people down to Brigham Hospital in Boston. And so there's the connection with the community and the personal connection here. I think it's such a beautiful spot. Centerpiece in the town, deserves to be brought back to life.
Excellent.
About the agreement itself, I sent you an email. Outlining what the town was willing to do.
Yep.
And I would just like to discuss the fine points of what we can and can't do and what you expect of us.
Yep, and I did revise the options agreement with taking out some of the language that you had
Okay.
expressed concerns about, if you'd like a copy of that.
Yes, please.
Basically, it fixes the couple of the oversights that we had. I thought I explained clearly to the lawyer what we're looking for, and it didn't come out that way in the language.
Thank you.
So you were absolutely correct on all points,
Okay.
which we have adjusted and
We know how that goes.
yeah. And then when I overread it, I just with the legal terminology, I just flowed through and I didn't catch it myself when the first time. So when it was called out, it was correct.
As on a side note, you know that Kathy Lavoy has retired from
Northwest Regional Planning
Oh.
Commission.
I did hear that.
Yeah, we do have. I can't remember her name.
Gretchen?
Gretchen, thank you.
Yes, yeah, you have all that, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, Gretchen is representing us now with the Northwest Regional Planning Commission.
got it.
We kept Kathy with us as long as we could, but for health reasons, she is had to bow out, so.
Mhm.
Okay.
So the main things from our previous email on here that we addressed was correcting number 8. At our sole expense, we will be renovating the property. And in 6 and 7, we removed the wording around the town optioner being solely financially responsible for the environmental site assessment and all of the permits for the state and town.
Okay. I have some further emails shared to me by Kathy that might or might not cover some of this.
Okay.
Okay.
So just so I'm reading this right, or making sure I'm reading this right. So you have 1 year from the time of signature
Yeah.
to find out if this is actually a feasible option.
We can get the funding
With it,
needed in
and
order-
funding needed and everything.
Yeah.
If not, the building reverts back to the town.
Yes.
I just,
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
the way I
we
read
can- we
it.
can secure- Yeah, we can secure the funding, then.
Prior to them opting out, they need to give us 30 days.
Right.
So their dollar is contingent.
Yeah.
For Linda McCall's benefit, the Northwest Regional Planning Commission is willing to grant $7,500, and the Franklin County Industrial Development Corps is willing to grant $10,000 toward the permitting process. So that'll get us started. I'm sure it's not enough to cover it, but I had honestly, as I've told Jeff before, I have no idea what the total cost of that aspect would be.
Yeah, we don't know. It's kind of a moving target, so we'll figure that out as we go. That's the point, as we can get started, we can start getting our numbers in and start figuring out what the state's gonna require. Well, what we will need.
I know Tim Smith is willing to reach out and get estimates for you, but he was afraid to do so prior to our signing this agreement.
Sure.
And prior to knowing who we wanted to work with. He felt uncomfortable just reaching out to anybody and then to get an estimate and then
Sure.
have you work with another company.
Yeah,
Understandable.
yep, we're gonna wanna stay with the same engineers, so they already have everything. It's gonna be the fastest way to do it.
Okay.
She's done great, so we'll stay with the same engineer, same company. So that doesn't, we don't have to start over.
Okay,
That'd be the easiest way to make that
perfect.
move forward. Yep. We've been in with some communications with her already on moving it forward in some design plans.
Jeff and I have talked about this, so I don't feel bad bringing this up. Does the board believe that we should run this by our lawyer, Megan Manahan?
yeah, I mean, just for, I mean,
yeah.
just to make sure that our sides are covered.
Absolutely.
Yeah. man.
Yeah, see if there's anything else that they want adjusted or.
Yeah, and then she's been very responsive as far as like, if we ask her to read through this and see if there's anything that jumps out at her, it's not like it's a 100-page document, it's fairly straightforward, so.
And I can send it electronically too, if that's easier for you, once I can get service.
I have a question about number 10. This is possession of each lot. The town does not own the lot across the road.
Okay,
I have an agreement, a verbal agreement with the owner of that lot that he is willing to hold it until you make a decision.
Mhm.
Okay, his asking price I believe was 61,000. And I think that, I can't promise, but I think that we can come up with some help there. But I can't promise anything.
Okay, okay. So we can work on or adjust the wording of that if that.
Okay.
is
Um, No, each lot or any lots involved or whatever. But we can't pass.
That's a separate
So,
deal. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's a separate deal. That's not a part of what we have here.
Sure.
ownership of anything that we don't own.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's.
So you may want to just strike 10 altogether.
That property is owned by Blue Spruce Realty.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you may want to strike 10 altogether as we don't own that lot. So it shouldn't be a part of the agreement with the town.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no, not altogether, because the possession
Brigham Academy.
of Brigham Academy lot needs to be passed to them.
Well, that, I believe that's implied on the agreement. When you do each lot, it's
Well,
called
when
in
we
a
get to
second,
the,
but
yeah, it is implied.
yeah, so I would probably strike 10 altogether. I mean, at the signing of the deed, you have the land that is on the Brigham Academy sits on, right? What's across the street isn't a part of us. Yeah, that's not us. We can't do that.
But Blue Spruce Realty is willing to hold this until you make a decision.
Okay.
Yeah, that being said, I think if,
It looks good.
well, you have a copy of this digital, or if you wanna.
I do
make
not
that-
have a
send it-
digital copy of
Make the
this.
adjustment,
Yeah.
make that adjustment, get Lance the digital copy, he'll send that off to Megan, and once she reads over it, I believe that is the last step.
It's been
Well,
fun.
Your steps.
Yeah, that's when it begins for us, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
The town is willing to help in any way we can, but we cannot be. We're a small town.
Sure.
This is a large project. I know most people in your business would look at it a mid-sized project, but for us, financially, it would be a huge project. So we'll help in any way we can, but we can't really help you financially.
Yeah, we didn't intend for it to come across as we were planning on that. That was completely an error in the language. So yeah, no, whatever help you can give us more so like with permits and figuring that stuff out and information that you have, that is fantastic.
We do have the resources, but not the people who work for the town. We do have the resources to reach out and get help for that.
Yep.
And as I told Jeff, you're more than welcome to use our grant writer. If you have need of a grant writer, he's pretty good,
Sounds good.
so.
We want this to be a positive experience
Yeah.
for everybody involved.
Also, and if you guys ever have questions or like we want you to reach out
Yeah.
with any concerns at all.
Okay.
So that we're working together the whole way.
Another stipulation would be, we would desire a public, once you decide what direction you're going and have more details, we'd like to have a public meeting.
Yeah, absolutely.
To answer questions.
Not that this isn't a public meeting, but people were not aware that that's what was happening, so.
It'd be great that we can figure out the designs and be able to come in and so people can actually look at what.
Exactly.
What the plan would be.
Yep.
And yeah, that'd be great.
Excellent.
Very good.
Absolutely.
I don't see any problems from here.
Perfect.
I'll make the motion based on Megan's review of the updated document that he's gonna provide, that we go ahead and accept the proposal.
I'll second that. We might have
And
to have
I'll
a,
pay Lance can sign, or do you want it to sign it, Josh? It doesn't
I'm fine with Lance signing it, he's done all the legwork.
matter.
okay, well, when you write up the document, well, that's the way it's written anyway.
Get that one correct.
Duly authorized agent. Okay.
Very good.
Perfect.
I will
Sounds
get
good.
that over
Thank you very
tonight.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
I know it's out of your way, but thank you.
Not at all.
Just to make that official, John,
Uh,
made the motion.
and Lance seconded it.
Lance.
Oh, I'll second that.
Okay.
Motion's been made. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good.
All right.
Excellent.
Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good night. Thanks for coming out.
You see a lot more of this.
All right. Me? Sure. All right,
Step up to the
wrap
mic.
in, big boy.
Step up
I
to the
was
mic.
gonna be brief. All right.
What?
After this, I'm not gonna be brief.
Well,
So let's just start with what these guys have said to say. Good stuff. The Brigham Academy is an excellent opportunity for the people in Bakersfield. It's an absolute excellent opportunity. It should be a mixed use thing with where you have some stores and things going in there where the kids next door right there deal with the senior community. And it's like, oh, people don't know how to make their phones work and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you right now that those kids in that school can probably run the town Bakersfield front their stuff better than the way it is now. Sorry. That's what I'm going to say. Second thing is, I was going to lead off by saying what a great day it is to be an American.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you had an opportunity to see what happened
Yep.
on the world stage today,
Yeah.
but for the first time in a long time, I'm proud to be an American. So, and the First Lady with what she did with Ukrainian children. Now, here I am, and I'm talking about the Airbnbs. So let me just rip off a couple of numbers for you guys, okay? So with Airbnbs in the town of Bakersfield, $1,153 for 5 nights. $1,667 for 5 nights. $1,714 for 5 nights. $757 is your bargain for 5 nights. $1,570 for 5 nights, and the list goes on. And that's just Airbnb.
In Bakersfield?
Yes, yes, sir.
Mhm.
And that's not Verbo. And there are other sites, and there's glamping. So there's money that we're being left on the table. And while you're asking me for property tax money, you're leaving every one of you guys and the town, we are all collectively leaving money on the table. Plus, there's an impact, and there should be an impact fee. I mean, these people are coming in there. Now, we don't know, they've got their dirt bikes or their whatever, whatever those are, and plus they're wheelers. And they're ripping up our roads, and there's an impact. Now, I'm gonna go bitch to the town board and Mac and those guys about my road being torn up. And we're not doing anything about it. Also, we're in a drought. Who's telling these people that they can't be having fires? So what we need to look to do is, excuse me, am I bothering you?
no, there's a statewide burn ban.
Right.
Right, how do they know that? How does somebody that comes in from Arizona know that?
Sign at the fire station, says burns, no burning.
Signage.
Yeah, there's a little sign this big, okay, dude, little sign this big, right there, that's what it is. You know what I want? Well, if you would let me finish my conversation, which is what I had to say, and not be rude about it.
I'm not
Then-
being rude, I was just saying there's a statewide.
Well, you didn't let me finish. I was on my way to make the point.
Okay,
You didn't let me finish.
okay.
I feel that the town needs to have a registry in place. You need to have rules and regulations so that the people that are renting it out, it's their responsibility to tell people that there's a statewide burning ban. People coming from Ohio, Pennsylvania, looking to come up and see the foliage, they don't know that there's a burning ban. You can't do that. You need to have is you should register the people that are having Airbnbs. You should have an impact fee on doing that, and then it should be their responsibility. And you don't need to recreate the wheel. The state has all this stuff in place. All you need to do is go and look at doing that and putting that in place. And you don't have to absorb the cost. It's on them. I mean, I have people, we have them on both sides of us. We have them all over. And they got dogs. Hey, your dogs need to be registered, or do you at least a vaccination or insurances to know this is going to happen. This stuff has an impact on us, has an impact on my life, has an impact on your life and your life and your life. And we just need to look to make sure that it's regulated. Now, these people, 95% of them are really good people, right? But they're all making good money. And the people that are running it are good people. But there needs to be, this needs to come into your radar. At some point in time, this needs to come into your radar. And
I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead. At the end.
So that's all I'm saying. I mean, there's a lot of money on the table. And I think there's a lot of non-regulation that's happening. And I would really like to see us try to get it. I don't even care if we broke even. But when I go down to the town garage and say that I got like a bunch of potholes and a family of 4 fell in one of them, and that's what filled it up. And they say we don't have any material to fix it. All right, look, I'm just going to stop. I'm picking up on your body language here.
Let me ask you a question. Let me go backwards and go forwards for just 1 second. So we missed a step. Can you state your name for the record?
It's Kevin Curley.
Thank you, Kevin. We talked at one point, not so much on what you're saying, but I asked about the tax for the businesses, which this is a business in the area. We talked about this at one point, which is also some of this. The most the state will let us tax is 1%, right? So you would go from a 6% sales tax to a 7% sales tax. Now I'm not in the know. So, I assume, and that's a bad word, I would make an educated guess that the most we're going to be able to tax these places is 1%. I've said the same thing about the roads when it comes to heavy vehicles on dirt roads. And people will not like the list because we're a bunch of farms and we're a bunch of maplers, but maple trucks, milk trucks, they're doing a lot of damage as well to the dirt roads. And my head, I'm like, how do we get some kind of usage tax for that, for people who are heavily traveling with heavy equipment? But I know the town and the temperature of the town, so I didn't put that out there very loud. And now that I put it out there,
I actually brought it up when it was in the first 2 years I was here, because I actually talked to Representative Gregler about taking it to Montpelier. This is again for the heavy equipment that's pounding over our dirt roads for a tax. I don't know. I guess it would be more of a usage fee during the mud season was what that was that I was talking about. But yeah, we're definitely not overlooking these.
No, and I appreciate that. And I hear exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's like the heavy trucks that are running through there And now that's a discussion that's just a different discussion, right?
Right.
So because it used to be a boiled sap there, now you're running trucks and everything else. But that's one thing. What I'm more concerned about is the people that are coming in here on short-term rentals.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm worried about. And I'm worried about having a registry for short-term rentals. I'm worried about who's gonna tell these people for short-term rentals that they can't burn. Because look, unless you, and I know it's out there, we all see it, right? We all see it. But if you don't drive by there, if somebody's just ripping through there, they don't know that they can't have fires. They don't know. Maybe it's been wet where they came from. And now it's like, you're ready to set my house on fire.
Well, we just had a
Because
huge fire.
we told people, it's like, you can't have your fire. Hey, no, you can't do that. So, or people with their dogs, or people coming up here with dirt bikes and stuff like that. It's like, it doesn't make anybody a bad person, okay? It's a misinformed person.
Mhm.
And how do we make sure that people are informed with doing that? Well, it's up to the people that are doing the short-term rentals.
Right.
But if you guys don't know, if we don't know who's doing the short-term rentals,
Yeah, we have no way.
then we don't know.
Right.
And ignorance is what causes a huge problem.
So
Yeah,
I
go
know
ahead.
the dog situation, just to answer one of your questions, I know you have multiple, but the dog one, even as a campground, like if you go to a campground, you have to bring a they're not certified, but a copy of your dog's rabies vaccination. So that's part of any rental agreement. You know what I'm
Is that
saying?
your part of where you, does Bakersfield have a rental agreement?
No. This is like a state thing. If you bring a dog to
Yeah,
a
that- I
You
understand
go
that.
through
So-
like
So let's
Airbnb.
say you had the rental and I go and I bring a dog. I have to provide proof to you that it's vaccinated and up on to date on all the shots. Now, if an issue happens with my dog and it bites Todd, the town would have to go from Todd to you to get the registration for the dog that I brought. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I understand that, you know,
And
but.
I know that's a thing because I have to do it for campgrounds. and
Right.
stuff, so.
But you understand what I'm saying? It's like, we need to, I just think that we need as a town to have some sort of regulation on this. And I mean, because the state requires a whole lot of stuff. So it's not like a lot of work,
Kevin,
you know, it's like,
let me look at other towns and see what they're doing.
yeah, I mean, you just go to Vermont Leagues of Cities and Towns. It's all right there. They have all that stuff. And then the state, because I know the state requires it. So maybe it's just a simple mechanism of having the state give you that information. Airbnb is very good about that stuff, right? I know they are. And look, I want to tell you right now that I don't want to not have those Airbnb people in there. They're like, most of them are really good people. We get a couple young people, you know, some people that come in there and it's like, they do this and they do that, but you're going to have that anywhere.
Mhm.
So there's no way you're going to stop it. And I'm not looking to say that, but I'm just thinking that it just needs to be on town's radar.
Yeah, the Airbnbs are beneficial to the local economy, but maybe there's a way we can make it beneficial to the town as well.
Just an impact fee of some sort. Maybe if they register under Airbnb, that there's a small impact fee. Is it $100? Well, we're ripping off these numbers that these guys are getting, right? They're making pretty good money. So, I mean, my wife and I are ready to go grab an Amish building, stick it on the back of our property, and then let people come up there and go and hunt. And that's another thing too, because the guys are out there with guns. So, and they need to, you know,
Yeah.
but anyway.
I didn't realize there was that many.
I got one issue with you.
That's my fault. 100%. What do you got?
So what I got for you is the last time I was here at the meeting.
Yeah.
So, and I left, I spoke my piece and I left, and this will be fun. And I don't mean this
ahead.
nasty. So I watched the meeting later on when it was all done.
Yeah.
And you said, well, like I told Kevin, I don't need to lead you by the hand. We were talking about meetings.
Mhm.
Like I told Kevin, I don't need to lead you by the hand to do something.
Mhm.
And so I want to tell you that the last person
You see
that
that?
ever led me by the hand, God rest her soul, was my mom.
Oh, that's amazing. But
Kindergarten.
yeah, Kevin, I don't
So-
think I said that, but I'll go listen to the meeting
Yeah.
because I want to make sure it's me. Because I
Please
don't think it was
you'll
me.
See it.
Because that's not something I would normally say. Everyone here will be like, no, that ain't my personality, but that's okay. I'll go listen to the meeting.
Yeah, go
It's all
check.
good. Yeah, I will. And if so, if it was me,
No, that's the
I'm
only
sorry.
thing. It's like, you want to come, you want to talk about meetings, that's okay.
No, that's what, yeah. I don't know the context. It's not normally what I would do. Most people will tell you that's not how
Yeah,
I kind of live. So,
See that either. That's
Yeah.
why I
Yeah.
couched it that way.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good with it.
And yeah, like I said, strap in. I was here.
No, thanks. I did not realize there was that many Airbnbs in Bakersfield. Honestly, I only knew of one. Yeah, didn't realize there was that many.
My wife made a whole list.
Is that all Bakersfield?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I've tried renting places before and it's
Oh, no.
been down and then it's not, it's in.
Here, I give you that. I'll leave that right there for you guys.
Is there addresses on it?
Huh?
Are there addresses on it or just?
No, she didn't write the addresses down. We're not calling anybody out.
No, I'm just wondering because I'm like, I only knew of one. And that's on my road.
Yeah. No,
Three?
it's just,
Thank you,
it's
sir.
just the money. And those are for
That's-
5 days.
Wait a minute.
So then she did the stuff for only 26 weeks.
$200
But
a
I'm
night.
telling you, they're booked. They're booked
That's
huge.
wild. I did not,
So,
If we
I didn't
get
realize it.
1%,
hey, if it buys 3 trucks of stone, for those guys, what I would ask you, the only thing I would ask you is if there's any money on the table for this, that we absolutely dedicate it to the roads.
yeah, I
That
mean,
it doesn't come in just to the town coffers, that this be dedicated to the roads.
I get what you're saying. I don't know how the taxes would have to go. I gotta be honest, but it makes sense. I know what you're saying.
It's 1%, but I think you can get 3.
Yeah.
And also look at impact fees. Because there's an impact. It's an impact on your volunteer fire department. It's an impact on
Yeah.
everybody. There's impacts. So, and I really think that we should look into something to do with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I talked to Lance, because Lance is like, wow, I never realized. And it's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, my wife and I use Airbnb. And it's like,
Yeah.
I never thought Bakersfield was a destination. Well, you know what?
Oh,
It is.
there you go.
And why?
3,
Because it's a
4,
beautiful
5,
community.
6, 7, 8,
That's
9,
why.
10, 11. I knew of one.
No, you're fine. Hey.
11.
Sometimes I get a little fired up.
If you can't come here and yell at somebody, where can you go, right?
thanks.
Well, have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Wow.
Thank you,
You
Kevin.
do as well.
You have a good
Thank you.
We have 2 other visitors. Are you spectating or discussing?
She's on the board. Witnessing small.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, boy, you're such a good.
Yeah. Mr. Ovid?
No, come on up. I actually kind of prepped Josh that he's aware, he's coming to talk on behalf of the veteran.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, let's prep before this time. I don't remember this.
So I'm here on behalf of the Veterans Committee. My name is Brian Ovitt. Here to propose that the board consider budgeting $5,000 towards the committee for next year. Some of the usage would be to add one event and several names to the existing monumentation. And then to start supporting a fund, we're still in conversation, but we're having thoughts about expanding the monumentation, not to just include those people that have been in conflicts, but to commemorate anybody who's served. Not sure what that looks like specifically. But it would start to establish a fund that we can start expanding this committee and some of the recognition that I think everybody's deserved. So I'm really just here to have you consider that for next year's budget.
And just because we talked a little bit early on this. You're asking for $5,000.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I understood it is you would like to maintain $5,000. So if you only use $500, the next year you would only be asking for 500 to get your account back up to the 5,000.
Correct. We talked about that. I wasn't sure if we'd settled on that, but yes, that was something we.
I get it.
The repair fund.
Who's holding the funds? Does it stay at the town level, like in a bucket?
Now to get the money to.
Right, so it would just be a fund at the town that Tom would do as the
Have
town
budgeted
treasurer.
money instead of pulling it out of somewhere else.
Right.
Right.
Voted on.
We are hoping that this will expand some of the recognition, like we've said, and we have several names and one conflict that needs to be added already, which is some ballpark figures, that's probably about 1,500 to 2,000 for this, hopefully this spring.
Yeah, so I guess and correct me if I speak out of turn here, but what I would recommend or request is a written request.
Yep.
From the, name your committee. I'm not sure if you already have it or not, but, request it in written form so that we can put it into the book for town meeting day.
Yep.
I'll write it,
Perfect.
have Dan sign it. 'cause
Yep,
it's
that's
secretary
fine.
Dan,
Yep.
Dan should
Yep.
Do it that way.
I thought it was gonna be here tonight.
I mean, if it was as easy as, taking a vote and that would be done and over with, but, for this.
We just wanted to
just
kind of
want- yeah.
inform everybody so it's not a spontaneous sort
Yeah,
of thing.
no, that's great, and
Well, if it was budget season, we'd be starting.
Don't let him fool you. It's mostly.
Next, I think we should start budget season by the beginning of
Don't let
next
him
month.
fool you. It's mostly that, this way we'll remember it.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right, Simon.
Because we don't meet again until January,
Okay, maybe,
but I can do something to have Dan.
maybe have a quick meeting where.
Where's this
Next
come
up,
from?
somebody else signs it and then it gets brought into us, even if he brings it to the next meeting.
Well, I'm ready for the next.
Because we will
I
start,
missed that.
it is, well.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
what we're thinking. We'd like to start,
Budgets here within a couple months.
I'll get it done.
Perfect.
I'll have Dan sign
Yeah.
it. We all agreed on it at the last meeting, so it's not like it has to have a.
So you should actually just pull from.
I think, I don't know if we'd have to have a meeting, we just would formulate it and sign
I think
it,
we have to do that.
send it upward.
And, if you other, not a couple fold.
Here we go.
Talk about town business.
All right. Thank you,
I
gentlemen.
I missed that.
Thanks.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right, Alex is the next meeting. Roads with Al.
Al, you're on
Yeah. This could be a new segment.
it.
Roads with Al.
Yeah, roads with Al.
We're gonna change that, I mean, on the.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Are they still there?
The roads are still there. I think they're okay, shape.
My bad. He's still
Mac is still here.
getting so old.
It's got a couple more. It's got 2 weeks to go. 15 days, 13 day, 3 week now.
3 days.
The 13,
Oh, 14.
13th.
Those are cool.
Next meeting, we're gonna sing it's a final countdown.
Sorry.
Countdown.
Perfect.
Sand is going good. I talked to you off the side the other day.
Yeah.
We need to get a life.
Yeah,
We're all living
actually
vicariously through you.
hoping to finish up the sand pile, maybe tomorrow, the next day. We've actually taken advantage of the dry weather. The sand is just zipping right through the screener. The roads, we kind of held off on them because they were so dry. But now looks like the weather's changing, so my plan is, along with Mac, is to try to get out and see if we can't get 90% of them cleaned up before we know what happens. I don't want to say the word.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
Otherwise, you'll be grading with a snowplow.
Ready?
Yeah.
Again.
Still no word on the new truck. I'm guessing it's probably still, we might get that next year, maybe.
Yeah.
Nice. They should be refunding us money as we're losing value on a truck that's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Derek gave us the trading number though, right?
No.
the deal was. You buy the truck, they'll come up and look at it and they'll buy it then, you know what I mean? So it's not really traded, because the trading goes wicked low, we don't have. We got more money in it than.
It's gonna be lower now.
Mhm.
Why not?
So Al, with the budget coming up, since we're gonna be building budgets here, and Brian stopped by the fire station the other night and happened to mention that you guys got a lot of rock up there that needs to be ground, or if we can, we don't, but,
Not for a crusher, no.
okay, that's what I wanted to find out. It wouldn't be enough to rent at this point or get someone in to crush it, okay. It was something that if we're doing the budget, we should at least try to think about it,
So not this year.
not this year,
Maybe,
okay.
maybe at some point,
Yeah.
but not right now.
Short of blasting the ledge, right?
Right.
I mean, that would be the only other way to do it.
We have to get a permit for that, that's
Yeah.
not a big deal, but it's something we should think about.
Yep, for sure.
Maybe that's something we consider, if it's something we should consider in the budget for next year, that's all. If it saves us, I don't know, the cost of rock is, but if it saves us a little bit that way.
Do you foresee blasting the bedrock in the coming year?
Probably not in a year, it's gonna take that long just to get a permit, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
I mean, there is an area that we definitely cleaned up that we hit bedrock. I mean, we
Yep.
just have to clean it up a little bit more. But we definitely have a lot of tailings, you know, that we
Stuff
could zip
like that.
through, but obviously not enough
But really,
at this point. But I think we doubled our capacity of what we have now, maybe, and then clean off some ledge, you know, it'd make it foreseeable.
great. I just figured I'd bring it up,
Yeah, no, I mean, it's,
something to think about, yeah.
I feel like, yeah, it's not, definitely within the next 5, I would say.
Right.
Just judging by what I walk over, heading up in through
Does
there.
Charles still have his crusher?
I'm not sure.
Have a look. Does he still have his?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think.
I think he got rid of it, didn't he? I thought so, yeah.
So,
I was just trying to think of who in the area might have something that
yeah. Like,
you got a connection.
I might know somebody that we can discuss later, just because I don't wanna say any names on
No.
camera, because I don't know if they're actually interested in getting rid of anything or not, so.
Okay.
But it's somebody thought.
So how's the roads on your guys' side of it? You see anything?
My road's great. The
Yeah.
guy takes care of my street.
I mean, there's a few potholes here and there, but I understand that
Yeah,
as dry as it, then you can't grade it. Grader won't touch it. So,
Did a couple roads last week, but
yeah,
you only do so much when it's wet and
right.
yeah.
it dries out and.
And then they turn around and bitch because it's muddy.
Dusty. And just so everybody appears aware, I did reach out to Al, was that mid last week?
Yep.
I got a report of a hole up on, well, actually up on your road.
Yeah.
And,
We got hit.
the guy put a stick in it and said, hey, there was a big hole, I put a stick in it. I messaged Mac and Mac talked to Al.
It's the stick.
And they went out and took great care of it, and I haven't heard anything since, so
Where was it?
must have filled the hole well.
Just before you hit the East Bakersfield Road.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yep.
Doyle.
Is there a culvert?
Alright.
Falling apart?
Bertha's falling
There's a
down.
big 4-footer there, something
Is
just
it
like.
pulling or
Huh?
is it pulling apart or is it?
I don't know what's going on. When we put the gravel in it, no mud showed up in the water, so I'm assuming maybe it was just a void that. When we
Oh,
finally
come
got
back.
over
And
from
the
the pond, it
compound.
broke loose.
Those 5 extra cars when it was.
No, the heavy equipment with the,
Oh, I thought you meant that when they came to check out Barry Cooper property.
oh, no, other end of the road.
No, but, so I have his number now and he's like,
Yep.
anytime.
Cool.
Same with you guys. I mean, feel free, you know, to grab my contact information and
I'll come and do it.
No, generally the roads are in good shape as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
No, like and that's what I told him.
You asked me if I think the roads are in good shape. Is that what you looked at me?
Correct.
They're what they are. It's not
I'm
horrible.
not
I
tooting
go,
my own horn by any means, but I did
Sure.
travel
I can only sit the grader so.
past few months on some other roads. And I kind of
Yeah,
pat myself in the back. I said, boy, I don't know what went on here, but it definitely wasn't right, you know, and.
Good.
But
I noticed just on the roads that I travel daily, some of the heavier equipment pounding some of these roads as dry as it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some, and some big holes have popped up. Yeah, one that I thought was, you know, this far to bedrock, all of a sudden had a hole in it, it was 1.5 feet, and I was like, Yeah, almost flipped the bus over.
Yeah, that's,
That one popped up quick.
Slow down a little.
Yeah, well, I've been told that before.
well, that's the thing now, the holes that are out there, unfortunately, are kind of deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but I think, again, if you just watch what you're doing, you can avoid 90% of them, but.
As long as you know it's coming the other way.
Drive the road so much there, I don't even look at it anymore and I avoid them, so.
Well, you're on autopilot, right?
Yeah.
And it just, but yeah, people definitely, if they just take a little bit easier, I mean,
Leave 2 minutes earlier, slow down a little bit, it'd be all right. And you're, not to say that you're not getting out there to grade, but obviously we're waiting on the weather. So it's not a dust cloud.
A little bit of rain.
Right.
Might get one road.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about the side of it.
Yeah.
I don't think you had enough today to make a difference.
Barely, no, I didn't even keep the dust down on our.
What's the stake for, we're deciding for another couple of days, so might be able to get one.
I mean, the weather's definitely changing, you know, we're gonna get into that pattern where we're so dry.
Yeah, we're gonna get snow instead of rain.
It's gonna go from rain,
We'll
right to
grade
snow.
snow into the potholes.
Up to another 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
That's actually what happens, just pack the snow down until it turns to mud. Yeah, yeah, that's why I say the only thing I ever see, and we don't have the equipment for it, is we grade, we drop loose gravel dirt into a hole, and then we get amazed when it gets popped back out. We don't smash it down, we don't, and you can't.
Yeah.
We don't have the equipment to do it, I mean, but
I mean. You could technically do it with the grader, but it would require digging almost every road down 4 inches.
right, to get it down and then loosen it and then
Yeah.
repack it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way. And that's why, it's just very difficult. I mean, it's understandable. You fill it and it pops out.
One road a year like that, but that's probably.
That's a major project.
Right there.
yeah,
That's a
the-
major
The thing
project.
is, like Mac, he told me, he's like, you can't go deep because there's so many rocks.
Yeah, so much.
We took so many
Big
rocks
things,
out
they're
of
big
Doyle
ones.
Road
Oh, yeah.
that I started with the excavator. I'm like, that's a little rock. And then it got bigger and bigger. And to the point where.
It's a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
I
it's a
couldn't-
Volkswagen.
well,
Truck.
Yeah.
And
You got
so,
one there. He dropped it off on my lawn, it's as big as that table.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's just, and it started out this little tiny rock.
Yeah, and a little top. Yep,
So I think honestly, the roads at this point need to be built.
built up.
Yep.
Because they're mushing out. I mean, there's so much traffic now with
And did-
all the
Heavy
deliveries
equipment.
and.
Yeah, UPS, everything's killing it.
And I guess that's where, when we get to the point where we can start to blast and crush.
Yep.
Then
And
we
we
can
can
start
get rid of
making
some of that
research
stuff,
on a lot of the big roads, yeah.
Are we talking just stone on top? Are we talking making like blue fines, like really fine and build it?
You'd have to make a mix.
Yeah, you'd have to make it really fine,
Depend on what's under the ground up there.
what they find.
The one other one is where are we with the crosswalk signs? The flashing,
They are gonna go pick up the post Wednesday.
because the state keeps asking me where we are with the project.
The post, the template or whatever it is.
Right.
And the bolts are there.
Okay.
The last email I got from him said the sign should be there the week of the 6th of October.
That's a little late.
Last week.
That was last week.
So I'm hoping when they go down, he said, oh, here they are. So
Okay.
Ask for one.
What did the diameter of the
he wants 2 foot
2 foot?
because the base is.
Square.
Oh, it flares out.
Be too close to the
Yeah.
edge if you go smaller than 2
Yeah.
foot is what he said.
Do you wanna go precast?
Be easier probably.
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, this time of year.
You'd have to get a quote from Ireland and camps probably, but
We just have
they
Brian
they
hand-
regularly make. No,
Yeah.
yeah. So, you provide them with the template, they'll put the anchor bolts in for you.
Yeah.
There you go. That'd be the way to do it, I think. Maybe add to the project a little bit. I think in the long run, it'll make it simpler.
Right. Well, we can figure that out Wednesday. I'll come see you. You have connections with both of them.
That's all good.
Get her done.
No neighbors can complain about the flashing lights.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that'll be the next one.
Full of shades.
Yeah.
Talking to you, pull your damn shades.
I know how to take care of them.
I'm gonna shoot out our LEDs with a pellet gun, you know.
You
Any others on the roads?
You got the thing on the stop signs, the flashing
Yeah.
speed signs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how towns are affording to put those in.
I
They gotta
don't
be getting
either.
cheaper somewhere, cause I see those things everywhere.
And then it gets down to, we're gonna work with the state, nothing against the state, but we're gonna work with the state again because it goes on their post, not our post.
Yeah.
Unless you want to put it on Bakersfield side of the.
Technically, 108's not is it a street or is it town road?
It's a road. We just, otherwise we'd have to pave, like Enosburg has to pave through the village because they took over that.
And
road.
plow it.
And
You have to plow it, so we'd have, that's why we don't.
That's a lot of money to do.
Yeah.
4-inch post.
We
The
have.
guy laughed at me, he said, you don't need that big of a post. I said, son, going on a state road. He goes, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Todd, roads. How fast, do we know how fast that car was going that went off on Boston Post? You know, I purposely went
Once
through
you
that
get that
curve.
off,
What she told the fireman on scene?
Yeah, it's 25, right?
65.
Yeah, they could, because I purposely blasted that thing going over 50 and I don't see how you take your car off the side of the road there. It's
So
not that
we
steep of a curve.
usually Go 50 miles an hour. over
He
those.
just admitted that his select board.
I
member is-
purposely did it to test. I tested the theory and I'm telling you,
With that, I'm gonna be able to start issuing tickets. I got.
yeah, well, it's not a dog, so we're okay.
Citizen arrest.
I didn't make my dog run that thing 55, but yeah, I can't. I
No.
purposely went in there fast and I don't know.
We didn't have a Dodge on its roof.
That Dodge squats, pal. It doesn't tell you, you and your hate of Dodges, you and your GMC.
On that side, so that's why we should look at doing something,
Lowering the speed. didn't help.
which we did.
Lowering the speed did not help.
No.
No, they
know.
didn't slow down a bit.
They can't. They're not.
Well, no,
They decide.
what it does is it slows down those of us that follow the traffic signs. Those who don't care, you know, they're just speeding through. So,
Ton of traffic on that road from 4:30 in the morning until about 9 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, I didn't, you know, I started wondering if they didn't doze, but if you're telling me they admitted they were at least doing, so I'm not gonna take my car up to 65 or. But
I wish full page of Enosburg and start putting speed bumps everywhere.
Don't do that.
They do work.
They do.
I have to stop to go over them.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Yeah, but
rear end of my
that
truck.
is a 40-mile-an-hour road that you'd be dropping a speed bump on.
They do that in Jericho.
They make you slow down.
Yeah, that's 25 miles speed limit.
Yeah.
35 in the section where they've got the.
The hump. You're gonna find more people in the trees, but in the upper limbs, not down on the ground.
Yeah.
If you're going 35, you're
Yeah.
okay. If you're going 50.
You'll find someone at the second story of a tree.
Yeah.
15 develop.
No, you're talking the one by the Jericho store.
Yeah.
I'm talking, you go down, you know, the 90-degree corner. Right.
Oh, the one right by
and
that, that,
immediate right, and there's two out there.
Yeah,
They're not nearly as
I've
bad.
had it a few, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
they're paved ones.
like I said, I was surprised. I'm like, how fast was this person
And
going?
you guys gotta plow over those, which is a pain.
Yeah.
People definitely drive fast. And what I've learned is for some reason, I don't know why, they don't want to be behind another car.
Yeah.
You could be doing 90 miles an hour.
It's
They
still-
still want to go around. They don't want to be behind you, but it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
craziness. You have anything for us?
I don't know. I gave it to Josh and he passed it off.
Oh, yeah, he gave us, what was there, 6 quotes there? For, two
Truck?
Dodge, 2 Ford, oh, 2 of each, 3 of each,
Okay.
Maybe.
3 Dodge, 3 Fords.
Some of them are quite well written out. Some of them
Yeah.
are kind of.
They're all in the same ballpark though.
Yeah.
They look like anywhere from 110 to 117.
Well, who was it told us not to get the Dodges? Someone just told us not to get, there was on the job.
Not saying Dodge all the time.
Not the Dodge, the Ford. Guy said, don't get the Ford who did the interview. Yeah, he said that he worked at the other town and it was horrible. So that leaves your GM, which obviously can't handle it. So we're back to Dodge.
You're gonna go with.
Just saying.
One that's known for, stone, which is known for
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Cause the other ones, if you look at them, they're getting the airport bodies, and you said you didn't like that.
It's not that I didn't like it, it's the experience I've had with the Iroquois bodies, they don't hold up.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's
I
it's not,
I don't know the other one is any better than I do Iroquois.
yeah, I know, I mean, I get it. I mean, if they're all stainless, I guess it wouldn't really matter anyway, but. We're putting in a poly dump, or a poly spreader.
You were told that if you went with stone and ordered it right off, you could have it January.
Within the next 2 years?
No,
January,
January, February.
Well, see, the thing is it's not going to
Right.
Viking to get all the stuff put on.
Right.
Yeah,
We're going with a 10.5 foot
Right.
Fisher, or
Right.
Zoom Fisher is what they.
Plow.
V plow with a Fisher drop in poly dump
Right.
better.
Will that be the V-Pow that you can change the configuration?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know plows. I have a snow blower on the front of my ATV. I don't own a plow. The plow I have is a 9 foot. It's on the front of my 1970 Massey Ferguson. She goes straight.
Like monthly payments.
Let's look at it next month or next meeting.
What's
Or
that?
we'll look at it next meeting to look at the quotes and let's make a decision on it.
I started on doors too,
Right.
and I've had 3 people down there. I've got one quote so far.
Sorry, on what?
Doors?
Doors.
Oh,
We're down there.
Oh, the garage doors.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
You don't like the scratch and dent specials we get?
They're,
Yeah.
If you guys just drove more carefully, we wouldn't need doors.
They have half an inch on each side to get those trucks in there.
none of the people working for us now have hit it.
Right.
That's not true.
Well,
Hang on a minute.
I was down there.
Okay, going.
that's why we're thinking about a smaller truck.
That's
you know?
right. There.
Fit it through the door, but
We're gonna go with bigger doors, but turns out we can't. It's as big as they go. I did drive over to Berkshire yesterday. And, it kind of sparked maybe we need a new town building
Mhm.
in my head again, because they have a beautiful. They got a 6 bay.
Yeah.
6 bay down barn over there now.
Steel, isn't it?
It looked like a steel building.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now they're on sale.
So I mean,
I think
the only problem is it won't go in the location that we're at.
No. You'd have to go.
I mean,
over.
you don't have enough room.
You'd have to go over our feet.
You'd have to go off by the town pit, yeah.
And that's something we talked to Alex about, keeping an eye open for any kind of grants that may come up to help us with that.
yeah.
Yeah, especially the ones that cover most of the.
Right. At least 75%.
At least 75.
excellent.
Right.
Excellent.
Yeah, ours is definitely showing the age there.
Yeah.
The building?
I think the biggest thing with.
Yeah, he's talking about the building, not me.
Yeah.
I lived in you, so I wasn't sure.
Like, you know, when you talk about hitting the doors, it's like my side, the concrete is basically gave way. So there's a lip there. So as you're backing out, your front tires are hit.
Yeah.
Now you're rocking and your wings like going back and forth against the door. So it's always that fine.
Bro.
You know,
Be something we need to look at.
it's done pretty good, knock on wood so far, but.
Yeah, it used to be. That's been gone.
now
There's a concrete floor in
And it's tough working on any.
it? I was in there. I don't remember.
It's hard to tell because.
You can't pave over it because you don't have the overhead room either.
Oh my God. Yeah, because when I was there, I didn't even realize there was a concrete floor.
Concrete, but it's.
Dirty concrete, the dirt on top of it, that's for sure. All busted up.
This building,
Mhm.
You, for the town garage and the north
Yeah.
station.
oh, yes, I believe so.
Yes.
The doors are quite expensive, but just the money you're gonna save in heat. Cause I mean, you can throw a cat underneath most of those doors. Plus one of
Those doors down there should be pretty good on the north station.
Yeah, what kind of cat? We keeping the mice out? One new doors keep mice out? Why do we need a cat?
You could fit the equipment in there, but
Yeah.
that's
You
it,
can't put vehicles, pickup maybe.
right?
That's tight.
Cool. Barn door for repair fund?
I think it was in your computer that you had.
The only way to build a building.
Cool.
That's the number that, cause you had left over from last year, and I think you stuck some more on it and. Said between the roof down there and the roof over here and.
You got a problem with the roof down at I know the roof at the station.
This one's just getting very rusty.
Okay.
You can paint it ahead of time and maybe put some more screws in it.
Well, that's what Billadu was saying. He was saying the problem is if you have a metal roof and you're using those screws, you got to replace them every 7 years.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
That's what he's saying.
About 20 years overdue.
I was gonna say mine's 25 years old.
Does he still? Did he finish out there? Does it look good? Does it look better than it did? At least the pine needles are off of it
That's
for
true.
today.
I mean, the steel that was around the edge of it, the standing seam, that's not there anymore. It's all shingle lamping.
Okay.
But yeah.
We just need to get a blower and blow that roof off or something. Cause we can't have the pine needles on it. That's what's killing the shingles. And he fixed this stuff. He pulled the valleys out because because the slate underneath it was only under a quarter to a half inch underneath the valleys. So he had to take the valleys out, reslate all that and then put the valleys in back
All
in.
over here on the front.
No, this is the big
Oh, up
roof.
here on the-
Yeah, he said when he went to repair the roof,
Yeah.
he said the slate, there's,
It's just a four-sided roof. So there's no valleys, there's only hips.
Yeah.
he said that it only goes under him a half inch. Tops.
What I'm saying is if we paid to replace the valleys in a building with no valleys.
No, we paid to put the shingles further, we paid to get the shingles to go further underneath.
The slate.
The slate,
That
sorry,
makes-
the slate. Thank you. The front roof, paid for the shingles to be totally replaced.
Right.
And he ripped those all out and replaced them.
So you're sure he's not talking about on the dormer that's off the front?
He said the slate. And that's what I sent in the message.
Right.
I did.
And Lance replied, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah, well, no,
I believe was your answer.
I couldn't,
We need
I
to
could
get,
picture the roof in my
I got
head. So
Yeah.
when I got here,
I guess
when I
it's-
drove by and I was like, what
I
valley?
think he called it valleys, but maybe he meant the,
yeah.
Well, isn't there a
Yeah.
valley on
Well,
the,
that's what I'm saying, off the dormer over
Yeah.
there. I wonder.
I wasn't talking to Dormer because he hadn't gotten to that yet. He was working on the slate roof. He said he had to add slate. It's in the message I sent you
Isn't the
guys.
dormer slate?
Jim Bill and I spoke
No.
today. He needs permission to do some extra repairs on the slate roof he found.
Dome slate.
Damn slate, must be off that. He must be
Yeah.
talking up there.
Yeah,
It drew issues with the valleys and only 1 inch. It's not an inch. It was a half inch under the slate on each edge. That's what he said.
He's gotta be talking up here off the dormer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever it may be, it was a problem. We had to pay
Yeah.
to get it fixed.
No, I just. in my head,
So the bill's gonna be a little more than the initial
yeah, it
estimate.
wasn't much, so.
90 more thousand should be okay.
Alright. Any other road stuff that I kind of got off?
The joke,
So,
people.
Alright. We're gonna move along now, because.
Please, yeah, it's getting late.
Thank you, gents.
We've won.
We're pushing for 9 because we get paid more than 9 according to Josh.
Okay, there's no news on that, but on the law enforcement side of things, I wanted to bring up the fact that there's the new station commander in St. Albans.
There is.
No, Philippette got promoted to captain, but he's still on the special teams and stuff, but he moved up. Sergeant Michael Kammerling is now the new station acting commander. I'm assuming he may be promoted to lieutenant at some point.
Cameras?
Kammerling. He used to cover Cambridge a lot as a trooper
I've
under
heard his
their
name.
contract.
So
So-
get met him.
I would say at some point we ought to invite him to a meeting
Yeah,
and just find out where he's at. We talked to Philippek about it and just find out where he's at with his thought process.
Let's give him,
Give him a chance to
yeah,
get,
let's get his, let him get
and
his.
find out if he's the
Maybe-
permanent commander.
Can you make a note to invite him to the second one in November? When do we have that? And maybe Thanksgiving. Next up was animal control letter, here.
To the Judicial Bureau.
Yeah.
Need a motion?
Needs, yes.
I'll make a motion that we have Josh sign the animal control letter to Judicial Bureau.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I will abstain if you voted for.
Zoning building bylaw revision.
Here you go, Tammy, do you want to put that? We can go
That
over
was
it.
a Lance?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Bylaw revision, do we have a revised
No.
In the process.
in process?
Who's doing it?
Or no, that was-
No, this was select boards. Nikki brought stuff, but I wanted to,
think it might be them, but can you just sign it and say chair and then? Just because I've already sent in a letter and I've already got a response saying I need you guys.
And I sign this one too, it's still for the.
Absolutely.
yes.
So
So the zoning building bylaw revision was something that Nikki brought forward to take to the zoning board. I asked that we modify this so that we go with the select board changing the ordinance, which we need that on this. We can remove the zoning bylaw revision and add the ordinance discussion, ordinance update for buildings for 35 feet.
Is there an ordinance from the select
Yes.
board currently?
There's an ordinance that was in place that has per conditional use with.
Yeah, I want to remove.
Send it to me and I'll update it with your update.
Yeah, the key is just to remove
Your
the,
grandfather done that, so.
the key is to remove conditional use out of there and to remove, variance, and just no building shall exceed 35 feet from any side. Well, we can't do existing structures. It would be of everything carrying forward.
Can you send that to me?
That would be the request that we would have to vote on.
It is on the website. Get it in Word though, so I can update it.
Yeah, it's in 5, what's the ordinance? 5. The select board can modify, it's been verified 2 or 3 times with VLCT and everything else that the select board can modify that. Yeah, we're gonna have to make a motion. We're gonna rewrite it.
That's why I said if there's a copy I can get.
Yeah, we need to rewrite it. I think it's section 4, 5, and 5, 7. I forget. Todd, yeah, I'm sure there's 1 or 2 people you can ask.
5, 7, you think?
No, there's part of it's in 4 and part of it's in 5. It's like 5, 7. I don't have it in front of me.
Bylaw, though? It is.
It's our bylaws.
Right. We'll look at it. I'll go.
Yeah, Todd, if we can get a copy of it, I can pull them out real fast for you, but it is conditional use. And it is variance, request for variance on 35 feet. Here you go. Here you go, Tammy. I'll find it in 10 seconds. Okay, you can look it up. It's,
Been good on that one,
I'll
Todd?
find it. Yep, I'll take care of it.
Town hall roof repairs is.
we
good.
just discussed that.
Tammy, you could actually cross that right off the list. MERP update.
I talked to Tom earlier this evening. He's given me the paper. He's gonna, with that, of what we paid to the fund somewhere. I put it. That's how good I am. I put it down and it's gone. But he gave me the paperwork on what we paid out on the fund, and I have to put the paperwork in for it. I'm still waiting to hear back from the final in the library so that I can get the stuff updated. Wendy gave us a quote. No, I don't have it. Josh,
MERP update from the state.
the state paper he gave me to fill out. Here it is.
And an update of what they've done.
That's one less thing I gotta go through.
Thank you, guys. And here, I found Tom's paper on what we paid out between Ace, Al, and Brian for the door sweeps that I have to go out and fill out the website.
Was from Bugby.
Yes.
And Malone.
No, I don't need Bugby yet. I don't need Bugby because we haven't paid it yet,
Okay,
but I will once we get it done.
why don't I give that to you now? That
Sure.
way You have all the copies and it doesn't keep ending up in.
Billadoo's not mine though.
Yeah.
That's, well, gladly hold on. No, Billadoo's not my, Billadoo is just building repair.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Let me just pass that back.
So MERP is good?
Wait, what's this one here? MERP is good.
They're both the same. Okay. This one we can't do anything with it, but we'll figure out. Report is done. Planning grant update. I think that was like the whole portion of the meeting, wasn't it?
Planning grant, yeah, that was, I think
Actually, that's
that's for
Reagan. The planning grant is
that's a planning commission.
town Plan, and
It's planning commission.
Nikki was reporting on that, so
Yeah.
he's not here.
Can we,
Crew posting update. Obviously, we had the interviews and. We had the interviews in.
Two individuals.
Yeah, 2 individuals. They were both. I think under the interpretation that we were hiring for the
Foreman's.
position,
Yeah.
which is an oversight on our part. We have 1 that has come in since.
Yeah.
That we can look at, look at afterwards. And we can discuss what to do
Okay.
on that. I spoke to 3 or 4 individuals.
Yeah.
and tried to get them to come. Has anybody stopped down to the shop, Al, and talked to you guys? No? So, yeah, I talked with a couple former students that are kind of in between jobs, and I was like, hey, it's a good like job, or it's a good career, not a job to get you. I'm just not sure if they're in that place in their life right now, so. I'll keep pushing on my end. If anybody else knows of anybody, if anybody watching the meeting knows of anybody. It's a good crew to work for. I feel like we're not that hard to get along with. Maybe they'll tell you different, but stop down to the shop and they'll give you all the information you need to know about the job and working for the town. Brigham Academy update.
So.
We have it.
Correct.
You're not what?
Posted.
I think
We have to post it. We have a position that has to be filled.
We've got one applicant that we'll discuss later, but. Yeah.
Yep.
repost
Yep.
it. Yeah, that covers that. Brigham Academy.
I think we've covered Brigham for tonight.
Excellent.
Hey, can we remove the Lunel property? I mean, it's been on here for months.
The problem is we can't make a decision on that until we finalize what's happening on the mountain road.
Right. Right.
I mean, we
Yeah.
can, but
I don't foresee any real decision being made on the mountain road anytime soon.
not with what we have established it would cost to bring up concrete to
Right.
find where the road is. And there's nothing saying that,
It's a class 4 road,
right,
And that's.
Short of throwing it up to a trail.
right.
which is maybe the answer.
Belvedere Mountain Road are two different subjects.
They are correct, but what we were saying is we couldn't formally give a decision on that one until we had made a decision on the other one, because they are both the same issue.
Fair enough.
New deadline for the, ad. For applications,
What about it?
End of the month.
so for the first.
What's the name?
You're in the mail.
Yeah, I'm in new math. This must be.
No.
It's a senior center update.
Pass it on to Mac.
Right.
Some of those I think have got to set meeting budget.
Oh,
Some
yes,
of those requests.
I did see one, there was an envelope here, I think was from the senior,
Was it Franklin County Senior or something?
yeah, senior, straight here. Franklin County Senior Science.
Yeah, isn't that the one he has?
Yeah, but that's just their update, which tells where you can get your,
It goes with that.
I think this one. I'll show you.
Just start a folder for them.
So he's reading that, I still think we should put together something that gives a drop dead date on receiving these, so we can get the budget together and get the paperwork.
Yeah.
We did last year.
We did, and we didn't really announce it. December 1st.
It's not.
But those should still be in by the first.
And
They should be in by the 1st. We should put it on the website. Some kind of announcement.
Yep.
So that it's out in writing and it shows it ahead of time. So that when someone comes in on the 15th, the 31st, or January 12th, it says, I didn't know. It's been out on the website since October 7th, October 13th. I'm talking an announcement.
Setting an announcement.
Yeah, we're giving a deadline for all requests for donations or grants to be put.
My response here would be if you can reach out to them, and we need a number. We don't just.
Yeah, I think we said that before.
Yeah.
They leave it open-ended. Any other thing? I mean, Tammy, I don't know if we want to, we can contact the people that we gave donations to last year and just tell them that December 1st. It's the same people every year. It's at the back of the town book that you gave out last year. It's the same list of people. No, that is true. Neither do we.
Just put it on the town website.
Those should actually be in our our folder at the back of the select board box, there should be the budgeting information for last year. So all those request letters should be in a folder in mine.
And because we
Or
need to,
actually, they're all in the town book. We just have to figure out what number page they're on, because they weren't numbered like I requested
we just don't want to hit a scenario that we hit last year.
with emails.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, their report should be there.
There should be a phone number on it or whatever.
That's your address.
Contact info.
Yeah, I just don't want to hit another situation that we hit last year, right, where it was,
Or something got missed. and-
we went too, you're right, and then they came in and they were upset that it didn't hit, and it's like, we're way past the deadline.
Yes. Same thing, you know, for-
I think that was, I forget what organization that was, but I can think of the person. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
but it's still the same premise, December 1st. Have the requests in. Budget requests and any grant requests or any don't. No, you cut me, and the people asking for donations. You want to give them the 15th? The 15th?
Nice. That gives them.
No, that just pushes, the problem with, no, I think the request for donations is the 15th. I think the town needs it by the 1st because we get stuck.
Yeah, we can't.
We can't get the budget together. There you go. We can't get the budget together.
Well, you take the heck of a night to walk.
Sorry. Hey, listen, this is local government working at its best.
Is there any chance you want an electric truck?
No.
Yeah. For the roads. All electric replacement or power of, well, 1992 to 2009 class 4 through 8 local freight trucks can be submitted through this grant and you can get an electric one.
Yeah.
No, do we have anything that old? 9.
No.
Okay, this one doesn't count for us. I'm gonna file that under G. Oh, Tammy, please go with those are just the G selling older quotes, another copy of them.
Go with that.
They go with the one I told you, that's the folder. This is the ability. Well.
Thank you. But Billadu's not us. It's not MERP.
It's you today.
Where did you
More of a thing, truck.
This is a bad quote. He misquoted this one. This is his favorite one, G. Oh, is that what the G stands for? I never did ask. Garbage? Got it now.
500 G. Oh, this is, okay, this was tabled information, as I say, I know I read the lead report last week. Okay, that's, everything there is good. Is there, is there, is there, there's some more? Any others?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Oh.
Who's resigning?
That's underneath this one, there.
Which lister? Already?
Yes.
Wow.
Right.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pronounce this last name, right?
Oh, yeah.
Opria. Okay. Katie Opria is hereby submitted a resignation from the listers for the Bakersfield board. And she's asking us to accept it.
As of
Yes.
immediately?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make a motion, we accept Katie's resignation.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Passes 4-0.
So on that note, can I put like a ad on our website?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Saying anybody.
On the website, on the town crier.
Yep.
I would-
Town
I would
fryer.
Recommend they come in for a
Interview.
interview, yeah. That's,
You want to
we
take
have to
that?
keep that on file.
Yeah.
Ready for it.
Wow. So I have another. I got a phone call from one Kathy Westcomb the other day. And it's more revolving around Tammy than anything. Tammy, what's going on with your laptop? Kathy claims that you've got all kinds of problems with it. What's going on with the laptop you use?
It's because Sharon been using it. It's the only one we can scan to the land records.
Yes.
Okay. We came in, but Kathy couldn't get it to turn on. The morning, Monday morning or whatever, so he called me. She left it plugged in, so it was plugged in the weekend and on the afternoon. And Sharon put her hand on, and she goes, "This is really hot. It's really."
Right.
So we unplugged it, took a long time for it to
Cool down.
down. We didn't turn it on. I said we could leave it plugged in, maybe they need town hall.
Yeah, really.
Now that's on right.
No, that's all right.
Anyway, we did not. But,
I would
and,
not use it.
Oh.
So we don't know.
Have you turned it on since? Have you turned it on? I got,
But I can't see.
is that did we buy that laptop? Like the scanning, right? Yeah, which
Yeah.
was like 2 years ago though, so it's going to be out of. Yeah, I don't know why it went south.
That guy.
I am the tech guy. I'll try to turn it on, but here's the thing. It's more than likely, honestly, if it burned up, it's probably, we don't have good power and we don't have it on a surge protector. We should have that. I bought no, it's hooked on a power strip. There's two different things. A surge protector is an actual device that protects it. I'll look at it.
Land records.
They would have been great. I was off. I'll have to figure out when I can come in and do that for you.
Until that happens.
All right. Well, I'm tied up, so I'll see what I can do Friday. One of you are going to have to be here Friday.
Why don't you
We'll
just work
talk.
on that after?
Yeah. That's
We don't need an
No.
actual meeting on record.
You know, we do. No, we do.
We-
Go ahead.
Get a motion now.
Are you guys good?
I make a motion, we adjourn. No, it's
Young wants to begin to put some hours in singing.
She's coming back.
I believe she's coming back.
Okay.
Kathy didn't feel she had the authority to say, yes, come back, because you was like, I went.
Sign
Well,
temporary-
we did, but does she have something that says that she can come back? Oh,
She was taking the time off for her opinion.
Right.
oh, well, then that's fine.
Take the time
Yeah.
off. If we need to.
Mm.
Yeah, if she's gonna start coming back, then.
Come back.
Yep.
I make a motion that we tell Catherine Young that she can return when, at her time that's convenient for her.
Second it.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I make a
You
motion
adjourn?
that we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Motion was made by Todd and John, seconded by Lance. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Did we make 9 o'clock?
8:07.
Damn, that you can- Hang on a minute. I have to end this for everyone.